first down marker.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Blade. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Gives it on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Vincent. They'll run the screen. There he goes. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here comes the heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now on the option. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hodges. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it along the sideline. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Blue Devils are threatening on first and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Oh, what a move. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
with a first down. They'll snap it from the 32. Here comes the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
To throw, it's Vincent. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Troy! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had there last.
Reels it in down the left side. It's a running room. The tag. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Finds a little space. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, looking for a man. Using his feet to buy time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. 3 quarters are in. a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll run the toss. Look out, he's got room. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll send the back in motion. A little release to the back. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Caught near the sticks, it's Pena. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Actually picked up yardage on the play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They'll move the tight end. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why.
A shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Dumps it to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up. Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. This is his personal...